To him with another drive here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jones again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now McCarthy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after try forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there into the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A give to ETN running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Luke Farrell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
116, 110. Still here in the second quarter. 6 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down and 6 now.
And we're going to go right back to the championship. That was Madden tournament fucking 3.
Throw to the right, hauled in by
They haven't gone back to the championship since Madden tournament 3. That was 5 years ago.
Hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Now that was pretty.
They executed right back on the first down for the catch.
And that changes things a little bit because against man,
by J.J. Melissa McCartney.
Sharply run route.
Right, top runs by Aaron Jones and Travis
so you may curl it a little bit
from the Jaguars.
And usually a tight window. He fired a
it's been a
bullet
game.
in
Justin
for the
Jefferson. Had one catch and one touchdown this game. Daniel Jones pushing his way, trying to get that first down, but couldn't. Second and inches. Power through this defense.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their
getting
job,
knocked down
and then some people doing a little
by
bit
Walker,
more. Offensive
by
linemen
Allen.
and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
It's so close in winning games against the Redskins. Used to be the Redskins, now freaking Commanders. Classic games between them. And they're gonna go against each other in a few weeks. Jaden Daniels, new quarterback of Commanders for Washington, and now McCartney, new quarterback for Vikings. New fresh quarterbacks going head to head.
There go play
First
action.
time.
Here's McCarthy. Rolling to his
Oh
right.
shit!
And the
McCarthy tried to go, but could not go anywhere.
And it is going to bring us to the
2-minute warning. The Jaguars got to his ass 5 times. No sacks at all. To Travis Lawrence. Didn't get a sack at all by that Vikings defense. 5 sacks from the Jaguars defense.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up
35.
5 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Fire through. I believe they're not going to get the ball. Jaguars is going to get the ball next half.
Here's
See,
2nd and 3.
Commanders own the Vikings. We'll see what happens, huh?
Throwing
See what
is
happens
McCarthy.
when they go against each other again.
He'll drop this underneath for
Get a
Jones.
timeout by the Vikings.
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Vikings, 34 seconds left. And we'll stay.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
This is
Working
McCarthy's
out of the
first
gun is
game.
McCarthy.
First game, and get a sack.
They push him back to the 34.
That's number 6.
The Jaguars
No
going to
interceptions,
use
though.
their first timeout.
But that's number 6. Get a sack, get down to the ground, and get your ass out the field. Listen, McCartney, man. Jerry Jones. We're knocking him down to the freaking ground. Down to the ground. McCartney. Right here. Right there. Oh, we're going to go for a field goal.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a
Make the field goal. That's a good spot for the. Gotta kick it from that distance. But he did it. Put it off. It's a 3-point game. 116, 113.
Points in this one possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks
Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Eve.
That's number 1.
This has been a classic.
Punts, you really don't want to do that.
Yeah, he looked like Randall. Randall from Monsters Inc. Goddamn Vikings coach. Look like Randall. Feel like this is a goddamn Los Angeles Lakers vibe. The gold and the purple. Purple and gold. 27 seconds left. Jaguars. They got timeouts. Oh, they got timeouts.
Good starting field position.
What a run. What a run.
About the 35-yard line.
Speaking of good runs, the Travis Enden Jr. 13 carries, 219 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns for him.
Big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Been impressive here in this game. Jacoby Myers had a touchdown. Former Raiders had a touchdown. Christian Kurt with 6 touchdowns, 6 or 7.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how
he's been the target. Oh my God!
How much they trust their guys in this situation.
Speaking of Christian Kurt, 363 reception yards.
With 16 seconds to
go
in half number 1.
Only been number 8, number 7 or 8 touchdowns for Kurt. Got tripped up, got knocked down. In a great spot for the Jaguars, just like that. Already, defense is garbage by the Vikings. It's just what to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hannah Montana got this defense all over the place.
Lawrence.
It's great protection. Haven't got second.
Oh.
Is that a sack? The timeout. By the Jaguars. 4 seconds left.
In this first half, a timeout call.
It's purple and gold, man. Purple and gold bowl in my Viking. They had the red bowl and the blue bowl. Tennessee Titans, the Panthers put on a classic in overtime. Saw the freaking Saints and Dolphins in overtime last night. It's been great football this whole week. The week just getting started. It's Wednesday. We got it. 119, 113.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2? Plexus on that one, the big play. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Kene Nwagu now.
One overtime.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He had a half for the ages. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 236 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Oh,
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Bigsby going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
weak. I didn't have my time to do that to y'all. Spin move and everything. God damn.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
Oh, see.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Flying time was left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple.
Still
What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call.
Automatic
mark off the
first down.
5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now 3rd down and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle and complete to Addison. Now he middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch.
That's it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with ETN. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
No, but he's so bad. What a false top.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Oh, he's made him work for over half the game now. He's been the artful dodger back there, but there it is. Finally they get to him for a sack and a big loss. Give credit to the defense for their tenacity to finally hang with it and get him down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And knocked it free.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you have underneath by all means.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oh, they get that to the group.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes. Trayvon Walker bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. Inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Etienne once more. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here's a give to Etienne. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A handoff for Etienne. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
In motion right is Davis. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Myers. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I'll figure this thing out.
Run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper
these Vikings
route,
have been
and
moving.
then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts
They're
towards the
moving,
middle of the
Vikings ain't
field. And now
stopping.
what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the
Try
defender
again.
away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8. ETN on the toss right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
Oh, get
He can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
the 7 guys.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Trying to create a little bit of that hocus pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Patterson now on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, so they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
31.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the
And
NFL
after the third quarter, the fourth quarter, who the hell is going to win this game? Jaguars in the lead, 130-127.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now McCarthy. He completes it to Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, my God.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, has been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw.
Oh, my God.
The 16-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Patterson's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll maybe get back to the line. No more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. Takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Just like that. Fingers in the leg.
And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two.
Hey, I mean, no still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Draw play, ETN. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Logan Cooper.